I love the sound of dice in the morning. I don't know how that quote would keep going. This one time we played D&D for like 8 hours. When it was all done, I walked across the character sheets.
The longest game I've ever run was honestly like a 12-hour game that I ran in college for like Extra Life.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was this like long one shot that was like sort of, this little house out on the prairie was sort of under siege by devils.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like, days and days and days of like just these like really like bitter, nasty, like holdout siege encounters, like Ma and Pa firing the crossbows out the window. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that sounds like a really cool setup.
We were playing until like 6 o'clock in the morning, and we were just like delirious. It was great.
Episode starts, whatever the episode title is, right? Just to the gentle hoofbeats of a horse galloping far and away, as we hear one Wilbur intern.
Yeah, Wilbur
sad.
Well, he sort of picks himself up out of the mud, sees the horse running off, and he just goes, "Oh, dag."
Right, and we get E-Dice Podcast solo sessions, right? Professor Alberforce.
Professor Alberforce.
It's good.
Rip.
Yeah, so the stairs are like definitely buckling underneath, Biblo the big goblin, right? But yeah, he comes up the stairs and he's just like repeating. He's like, "Hungry horse, hungry horse."
Yes. Right this way. We'll have a nice, big, delicious, juicy, fresh horse for you. Right? Probably on the other side of this shed. Probably just around the other side of the shed here.
Right, and it's just Wilbur covered head to toe in mud, just like his eyes and a frown have been, cleared away.
Oh, Wilbur, has the horse gone off somewhere? I say, like, sweat visibly forming on my forehead.
You're right. And the goblins are just like, ah, and they start like uncomfortably shifting further away from Biblo, who's still more entranced with the idea of there being a horse than he is realizing there isn't one.
Are there any parts of these guards that are still edible?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely looks like not only has Biblo, but also maybe some coyotes have gotten into this situation a little bit, but yeah.
All right, well, Biblo, just hang tight. We'll find your horse. In the meantime, there's lots of good guard meat here to gnaw on. some good guard. Wilbur, where's the damn horse?
This kid is like, yeah, he's like just pointing down the road. Like, I don't know if he cries, but I feel like he's getting close. It's like, oh, I didn't get her name, but she ran. I guess she rode.
The horse ran. The horse ran away. She ran away.
With the lady guard. I think she was living in that cell down there.
Squatters, very shifty.
Professor Alberforce does not believe in jail.
Okay. All right, well, green 1, green 2. Have they taken the opportunity to nug it, or are they still here?
They were kind of getting to move on. Hold on, let's roll an old second edition morale check. So you haven't killed them yet. You had a really good plan. They were behind it. So I think that we're looking for 5 and lower on 2d6, and they're like, okay, we're gonna see this out. And anything higher, they're like, nah, man, that lady had the right idea. 4. So yes, green 1 and green 2 are still there.
Here's what I need you to do. Wilbur, get me my pen and quill.
Yeah. And he's like dusting himself off and getting the worst of the mud off.
So I write a note, and it says, what was the name of the city we came from again?
Urbistal.
Dear guards and faithful men of Urbistal, the bearers of this note Green 1 and Green 2 and Bilbo the Big Goblin
Yeah.
deliberately are headed to the University of Omagong under the advisement of Dr. Zydak Alberforce, so as to reduce the permanent enlargement which has been cast on their friends.
Right.
Please deliver them swiftly to the care and custody of. Please remand them swiftly to the care and custody of so-and-so, and provide him with any food he might require to keep him from injuring the populace. Signed. Pop. Give it the old prestidigitation seal.
Yep.
Hold it up.
Yep.
And all right.
Perfect.
Here's what I need you to do. Green 2.
Yeah.
You take this envelope and bring your friend back the way we came, up the road to the city. Show the contents of this letter to anyone who gives you any trouble, and that should be the best. Green 2, you've landed on the whammy, but you've got to admit you've done some terrible things in your life. I need you to let Bilbo eat you if he gets really hungry. I understand it's not an ideal situation, but we're down a horse, so we need to make do with what we've got. I'd gather up as much guard meat as you can get. Hopefully that lasts you most of the way there. But if it doesn't, I just remember you're making a sacrifice for the greater good and for your fellow man.
Yeah, I think that
they're part in the plan.
Yeah, right. I think they like spring to action. They're like, okay, all I have to do is bring enough dead guards with me that I don't get eaten. I've definitely been part of worse plans. And they just start. Yeah, Biblo picks up a couple of them. He's just got like a leg hanging out of his mouth.
Yeah.
I do worry for Wilbur's sanity. I'm not going to lie to you. I think he's going to have a big old will save at the end of this.
That's fair. Wilbur, get in there. Help. We've only got so much time, man. His metabolism's ticking along at a terrible rate. Get to scraping, my boy.
Wilbur, collect those faces. There's good meat.
There's good meat on those faces. Oh, we've gone full Venture Brothers.
Yeah, okay. Because that's beautiful, right? Like, so the ending scene is Biblo pushing the two goblins in front of him. He's got like one of the big pikes, right? Mm-hmm. And on that is tied like 2 or 3 guards, like, roasted hog style.
Now remember to show them the note if someone gives you any trouble.
You can't think this is gonna work.
I can dream.
Okay.
Do you know what the motto of Omagong University is?
I do not.
It's written into Chronics, so I'll have to translate it for you, but it's simply, all things are possible.
All things are possible. Yeah, definitely including this. Okay.
It's got my seal on it and everything.
That's true. Yeah. Right, like literally the second day out on your journey chasing down Dravakus Zahn, the would-be assembled, masters of the universe, just like, damn, he didn't get far, did he? Got ate by a goblin.
Onward, Wilbur. Wasn't that enlightening? We resolved that whole situation without the use of vulgar violence.
Sir, I have several questions.
Good. Curiosity is the sign of a fine mind.
I feel like we probably should have buried the guards we didn't give to the goblin as food. What are your thoughts?
Not a bad idea, but we're already quite behind schedule.
Okay. I can't help but think who that lady guard was. Maybe her having trouble putting the saddle on should have been the first clue.
Perhaps, not to be lewd, but maybe as a camp follower or something. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sad about those guards, and I think Biblo's probably going to eat his 2 friends. Any thoughts about that?
Well, so long as he only eats the one. Like, if he eats both, he's probably not going to be able to make it back to the university. But if he only eats the one, there's a decent shot of him making it. It's not that far.
He just nods. Okay. Would you like to roll his will save, or would you like me to?
I'd like you to, please.
Okay. All right. We're going to use the same D20 because we know all the magic's out of it now.
Yeah, we got the juice out.
Yeah. Okay. So 4. So So we'll just tick that down somewhere on his character sheet. The beginnings of a psychotic break.
Wilbur,
And,
you've got to remember, as a practitioner, as a magician, you will transgress grave offenses against the natural order. When you jump, conjure fire, do anything, you are pushing against the boundaries of what is real and possible. You must not be afraid, Wilbur. Do not be afraid.
As we play this game, we're gonna have to figure out like the metaphorical, like is Wilbur like on a bridge somewhere, right? And it's just Alberforce's face is like the smoke underneath the cliff face, right? And he's just screaming like, "Jump, boy, jump!"
Gravity is from weaklings. You are the master of nature, emperor of the world.
I love it. Oh, it's so good.
I am a powerful wizard.